I'd like to now take a look at the Microsoft Purview compliance portal we have in Microsoft 365. So here we are on portal.microsoft.com. We're going to go to the show all ellipse symbol here, and we're going to click the compliance blade. Now, once we click that compliance blade, that's going to bring us into Purview. And keep in mind that Purview used to be called the Compliance Center, which before that it was all in one area called the Security and Compliance Center. So they've changed this. This is another one of these things that the name changes constantly, it seems like. But right now it's called Microsoft Purview. And just to kind of give you an idea, this is where all of the data sensitivity and data loss prevention, compliance related information is all going to be listed here. So under this first area here, you have this thing called Compliance Manager. You got classifications. It gets into classification labels. You have what's called data connectors, and this will get into linking things that's going to pull in data. And they mention a list of connector names here, where you can link various types of resources and services into Azure and collect data. You have alerts and reports. You have various policies. And again, I'm not getting into all the details on what all these things are in this video. I'm just kind of giving you an overview of Purview. All right. And then you have various solutions here. This will get into things like being able to audit what's going on and view audit logs, content searching, which lets you search through content. For example, I could search through for keywords on things like Microsoft Teams to see certain messages that people have said. I could actually search people's emails this way if I had the right authority. You have data loss prevention, which gets into preventing data leakage. You have e-discovery, that gets into forensics. So one of the things that's big important when it comes to searching is being able to go through and you might have to collect some information because there's an investigation going on. This could even be something that's going to court. So this is what e-discovery gets into. You get into data lifecycle. This gets into like retention and how long you should hold on to data. You have records management, which again also involves retention, and also placing labels on data, sensitivity, information protection, which is going to get into making sure that information is marked with a certain classification, or even a situation where if a data has sensitive information in it, it could be encrypted, could be forcefully encrypted. That's what all that's going to involve. You have information barriers, which gets into the concept of making sure that certain individuals can't share information, which might be important in a company. There might be situations where certain people can't talk to other certain types of people for security reasons. Privacy risk policy, risk management. You have what's called subject rights requests. So this is a scenario where a user gets into being able to have identity information collected and making sure that people know what their rights are on all that. You have what's called Power Automate that works with this, working with teams. And the big thing here is making sure that users are aware of their rights as a user, as well as what privacy information is collected and all that. Of course, not getting into the details on all that right now. And then of course you have settings, which allows you to configure certain settings involving these various blades here. But this is just kind of the idea of Purview. The big thing to remember here is that Purview is where all of the compliance stuff is going to be managed. Anything in Microsoft 365 is going to be dealing with compliance is going to be managed in Microsoft Purview.